Okay. Okay, folks. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Welcome to this special interview. We are here at the home of the economic freedom fighters of Liberia, CIC Emmanuel Gonkwa. We are here to talk about several issues. Specifically, we're going to lay emphasis on the recently report by the GAC. As you may be aware, the government of Liberia back in 2018 or later this year, he came out with that is the president came out to order the GAC to carry on an investigation or an audit into the 25 million. And that audit, we saw the report coming up recently. They came out with it, and there have been public outcry, though the Ministry of Justice came out to say that the burning is now on the Central Bank of Liberia to provide all of the facts to what they claim that they did. That is those who they gave money to before. And now there where we are, the president, I'm told he's expected to speak to the nation on Monday. That is this coming Monday. The president is expected to speak to the nation. And one of those cardinal issues that he's going to be speaking on is also about the money issue. That is the GSC report. So today we thought it was to pass back. These are people who we go to speak on national issues and to also make their position clear. We are here to speak on the GSC report along with other issues, not just the GSC report. We're going to be talking about other national issues, but that's going to be our cardinal discussion here. So if you are with us, all you need to do is to listen because we're going to go deep. We're going to go deep into our discussion. Again, let me welcome you when you join us. If you want for others to follow this broadcast, you can share with them, invite them. This is going to be political discussion right here. So let me welcome you. My name is James, and I'm here with a couple of my friends from Fabric. Together, we're going to be having this fantastic interview. It's going to be beyond an interview. It's going to be more conversational than what you expect. So, Chief, welcome.
Thank you.
Wow, Siazi, you've been looking new.
Well, I'm good. Doing
Okay,
good.
you're great. All right, welcome. Today we are here specifically to have conversation with you regarding national issues. So today, tell us how the weekend is like.
Well, I think the weekend is fantastic, especially so where we are celebrating uh, the birth anniversary of the newly appointed Secretary General of the uncompromising economic freedom fighters of Liberia. So, as you see, leaders of the revolutions are here. So the weekend is good. You know, we have people around us every time we feel that much is being done. We feel that we are imparting, the country in terms of leadership. So we are good. The weekend is good. We will never complain about what is happening because we know it's something that we have to live with.
Okay, yeah. How is the economic freedom fighter? What's the latest?
Well, we're doing good. Beginning Monday, communication starts to go out about our anniversary celebration in my Gibi County. So we are just doing fantastic. Everything about the institution is good.
Wow, I know that anniversary is going to be great.
Well, they're going to be
It's going to
massive.
be how many years?
They're
Your
going to be
first?
making us just 1 year in existence. So they're going to be the first anniversary of the EFF.
Wow.
But we can promise the Liberian people that are going to be a rainfall of human beings in my Gibi County.
Are you telling me that you've been around for just a year?
Yeah,
Wow,
I
but
mean,
you
just
you
a
you
year.
you are like more than 10 years.
Or that tell you the extraordinary leadership and commitment that come from Liberians, who are members of the EFF. We trying to do, we're trying to set a new stage, a new paradigm for leadership, and that's what we're doing exactly. So that's what, in less than 1 year, we have become a globally recognized institution.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for those updates. Thank you very, very, very much for them. Chief, we are here specifically to talk about this recently released report from the GAC. Have you been able to go through the report?
Yeah, we have gone through the report as an institution. We feel the report is denigrating. We feel the report is something that if we have had an opportunity to have a president, we believe that by now the report should have been acted on. But interestingly, we have a leadership vacuum. We don't believe that we have a held state. We believe we have people who came to leadership, bring role to leadership, and they don't understand the reason why they are in leadership or the basic credentials to make decisions. That's why up to today there has been no decision regarding the GSA report, and that's why up now we are hearing that the president will be speaking on Monday. I hope he will take the bull by the horn to emphasize on the GSA report as well. The second thing is we believe by now Nathaniel Petrie should not be a bank governor. Having gone through the report, he should be a former bank governor. We also believe by now.
Why you think so? What is it that you read in the report? You're coming out with this.
There are businesses mentioned in the report that the quote-unquote gave money to, and that the GAC, which is considered, the first integrity institutions in our country, said clearly those institutions that they gave money to do not exist. They even said some of the institutions that are registered, to do business. So it means that by the standard, I think by the standard of the GAC report, it made Nathaniel Petrie and his cohort walk to the central bank vault, withdrew that money, and distributed among themselves to build new houses. So because of that, he should be considered a former bank governor and to some extent placed behind bars to answer some fundamental questions. So that's the reason why we are saying to you, but now he should not be a bank governor.
Okay, let us go in this report. Have you had your time to really go through this report? What are some of those issues that you really figure out that you think he should not be a bank governor?
But look at the report in totality. The only credible institution mentioned in the report in terms of mob or exercise is Total Liberia. But the rest of the other institutions mentioned, and that's why even the Justice Minister said that the burden of proof lies before the central bank. They should not come up clear with information as to who they really give money to and how many US dollars they really use in the mop up exercise. Because the Attorney General himself is baffled by the information coming from the GSC and full confused that the Central Bank of Liberia is telling us we utilize, because the GSC said it only utilized $17 million out of the 25. So they utilized $17 million out of the 25 million, but there's no clear information and data that shows that they really put the money in the economy. So today, the rate can justify what we're saying, that they did not put the money in the economy or infuse the money in the economy, because the US rate has gone up to 190 as we speak. So nothing happened. They only walked to the vault, took our money, distributed the money, and built new houses themselves. All we're saying to you, the report is denigrating, the report is damaging for the country. The report itself signals that Liberia cannot be trusted in terms of investment. So the president needs to act now to be able to inspire the investors that want to come to Liberia, to inspire the citizens that, look, even though there are challenges, but I think as a government, we can be able to take some progressive steps. That's what I said in my intro, that if we have had an opportunity to have a head of state, meaning there is a complete leadership vacuum. We do not have president that will take decisions for the people and in the interest of the people. That leadership vacuum needs to be filled. And that leadership vacuum could be filled in 2 days when the president speaks to the nation. His statement will determine as to whether he really a president for Liberia or he's a standard bearer of CDC. Something like that could happen on Monday.
What happened? We have citizens complaining that Samuel Tour should not be part of the report that were just released by the GAC. Do you think the finance minister should be excluded from this report?
Well, the EFF like to be very clear on issues. We have integrity institutions, even though we disagree. We disagree that Samuel Tuer, as head of the economic management team, would not be implicated in the report. We totally disagree. We believe that he should have been implicated, but we want to stick to the GSA report because the report says the report become an instrument, for us to be able to look at and intellectualize the conversation. So the report said that he's vindicated, even though we disagree. We believe, the EFF believe that there was an in-house settlement to clear Samuel Tuer because he has become a confidant of the president overnight. So there was an in-house settlement to clear Samuel Tuer and shift the blame 100% to Nathaniel Petrie. However, let us hold the report as it is and say to the rest of the other people that since the report is vindicating to some extent Samuel Tuer, who is the head of the economic management team, but the report is not in totality saying the bank governor is not responsible. The bank governor is 100% responsible. He now will have to come to the public to say, no, we jointly committed the crime. So the report cannot vindicate Samuel Tuer. If the bank governor is serious, if he is a man of integrity, he needs to now come out to say, no, I will not take this because this will affect my children, it will affect my grandchildren, that I once upon a time served as a bank governor and I committed a crime. He's going to live with his family. Today, the Weeks and the rest of the other people, they're being labeled to some extent. So the bank governor, the Patriot, we will remember the Patriot for walking into the vault and stealing our country money. We are going to remember the Patriot. So if he will say, no, the Patriots will not be remembered for taking money from the vault and wrongfully using our money, then Nathaniel Petrie should have a board by now, call for the press conference and let the justice minister and the rest of the other country know that no, we jointly committed the crime. I was only instructed to take money from the vault to use so that we build some good houses, so that ministers have money to build some good houses. So let Nathaniel Petrie be the earnest citizen to come down to speak. Until then, let us stick to the GSA report. Let's look at what the report said. The report clearly mentioned that Nathaniel Petrie and his team at the central bank gave our money or mentions companies that do not exist, mention businesses that do not exist, mention businesses that are not registered, and they gave our money. But to some extent, we can say there was a total of $2 million used in the mobile exercise because it's what they said they gave to Total Liberia. So we can say a total of $2 million Liberian went into the mop-up exercise. The rest of the other $15 million went in the pocket of government ministers. So Nathaniel Petrie, by now, he should be placed behind bars to get account of our money.
A recent integrated institution like Center came up with a statement calling on the president to allow GAC to conduct another to conduct another audit because they believe that the audit or the report that just released is not comprehensive enough for government to act on such report. Are you in?
But I just said to you, and I can't keep repeating myself that from the EFF and analytical perspective, we believe that there were in-house settlement to only implicate the central bank governor and allow Samuel Tuer to walk free. So, and GSC said, this is a facts-finding mission. So, I don't know why Center will say there should be another report coming up. The GSC already said this is a fast-funding mission. So it means that every information they provided met the criteria and met the standard for the investigation. So therefore, since they went on a fast-funding mission and they found out the facts that we only used $2 million in the mobile exercise, the rest of the other $16 million went in the pocket of government official as it stands, then of course, that's what I said. If we have a government and have a president, then by now a decision should be reached that Nathaniel Petrie should be behind bars by now. We should be talking about when he will appear before court to answer some questions. Or Nat Petrie should come up clear to say, yes, we committed a crime, but I did not commit the crime alone. There was a team of people who joined me in the commission of the crime. And those individuals include Samuel Tuer. Then we will now consider him to be the earnest citizen. But until then, we believe that in-house settlement was done to clear Samuel Tuer names and some officials of the Ministry of Finance. Now that document can say, because mind you, the GSC has been, the official at the GSC, they are paid, through taxpayer money. So we trust their integrity, we trust their independence. we have to hold the document as it is. So I don't think we need to be waiting to say that the GAC should go back to do another investigation. Is a way of delaying the prosecution of Nathaniel Petrie. It's a smart way of delaying the prosecution.
Why you think President Weah will work with these people to take the country resources?
What I believe in the first place that the president came to the presidency very broke. I don't believe he's a millionaire. I believe he squandered his opportunity when he was playing soccer. You can go ahead and do some research, and every one of us here, we are good, we have smartphone. The president is not even mentioned among the 50th African rich player list. He's not there. You can do the research now and prove me wrong. All the other former football players who play soccer, they are mentioned. The least person on that list is somewhere around $1 million rich. The least person on that list. When you check the 50 list, the least person on that list is $1 million rich. So if Mr. Weah came to the presidency and his name is not captured among the 50th African football star, then I think we have to question our own brain. We have to ask ourselves what do we have here to think as a citizen.
But recently, before then, when you were part of the CDC, I follow you a lot. You talk about we are having 80 million.
I said,
why today you saying that?
The reason why, and I said to the Liberian people a few weeks ago that I'm sorry for some of the information we pull out, because you know why? We became the end users of information that we receive. It almost like those who went to Russia to buy the guns. They brought the gun and they gave it to the young children to commit crime. The children did not go to Russia to buy the gun. The gun was purchased by the warlords who brought the gun, and the children became the end users of the gun. So I'm saying to you, we utilize information that was given to us. But now that we are grown up, now that we know our right from our left, we now putting out the information that the people must consume. The reason why the EFF is growing so fast and is the biggest political institution now in the country is because we have already sent out a message to the Liberian people and said, look, we are sorry for the previous information we provided because we were young. Remember being in a high school, we were giving those information when we were in high school. We didn't have the capacity to do more research, but now we have the opportunity to do research. So I'm saying to you, the president came to the presidency very broke, and the Liberian people already accepted our apology. And
before you lied to us
No.
You lied to us.
No, we didn't lie. We were end users of information. So we told them we are sorry. They have accepted our apology. The Liberian people now are gravitating towards the EFF. So that's the reason why we are the biggest political organization now in the country. You can see that 1 year, 1 year, globally recognized.
Still with this issue, you keep talking about the president coming to the presidency with brokenness. That is, he never had money, and he's the same person who came up with a team, who set up a team, both international and national institutions, to investigate the alleged 16 billion and today the quote-unquote 25 million. Why again you think the president will mastermind this?
Investigator questions the assets of the president. Did they do forensic investigation on the assets of the president? Absolutely no. Nobody came here to investigate the president.
I'm talking about you saying he came broke and he believes in corruption. Why you think a man who believes in corruption will keep bringing people to carry on investigation linking to corruption?
He requested for the investigation under pressure. The president requested for the investigation.
Who were those
we
that came up with
him.
the pressure?
You remember that about Bring Back Our Money campaign? We pressured the president to hide. Don't you know that? And you want to ask me a question as a journalist, you don't know, you haven't followed history? Unless you tell me that you just interview us and you don't follow the history of what happened in the country.
Okay, stay with you.
No, you have to answer that question. Are you not following history?
No, I'm asking you. You said the president is corrupt, and somebody who is corrupt, I believe they will never set up an investigative team to corrupt investigation.
As a journalist,
that is to investigate corruption.
No.
So I'm asking you, if you believe that the president is corrupt, why you think the president will set up a team?
No, please give me a chance. Ask yourself, as to whether the international investigation that came here to investigate George Wealth.
We're talking about an allegation that came out.
It's a different thing to
you campaign of 16 billion getting missing.
It is a different thing to investigate the president's assets and another thing to investigate the stolen 16 billion.
Did you get in the street to campaign for the president assets to be investigated? Did you?
No, let me put this challenge.
No, was it really intended for the international community to come and investigate the president's assets? Was it intended for that?
So therefore, don't ask me a question as to whether the president is not broke. Saying the investigation was not intended.
I'm asking you if you campaign. I saw you on September 24th.
I maintain my ground that the president came here broke. I maintain my ground. If the president wants to show to the world that he's credible enough, that he has the wherewithal, the integrity that we are seeking, let the president call for forensic investigator to come and audit his asset. Then I know the president is a man. Enough.
That's a new challenge.
No, they are not the president's man. But until then, we maintain that the president came to the president and said, bro.
Okay, what you think may likely come out of this? This quote-unquote 25 million investigation that still continues.
I said the president, like I said on one of my subsequent interviews, I think the president should be man enough to show signal that he prepared to govern the country. Not patriot on Monday should be recommended to the Justice Ministry for prosecution. He should not return to the central bank immediately after the President's State of the Nation address as a bank governor. That's what we want to see out of the president's statement on Monday. We want to see that very strongly. We want to see him acting now as the president. We don't want to have a situation where we will always say there's a leadership vacuum. It's bad for the country to have a leadership vacuum.
Okay, quickly, if Monday comes and the president comes out to say to exonerate Mr. Tour and not Petrie and maybe come out with the same statement that this was the way mop-up exercises have been done in the country, what would you do?
Well, I think the president will only be giving us enough gasoline. He will be giving us enough t-shirts. He will be giving up enough airtime, and June 7 will be massive. That's what he will be giving us on Monday. So instead of the president discouraging us on June 7th, he will be giving us enough gasoline, he will be giving enough t-shirts, and perhaps he will be contributing
gasoline to do what? To destroy things?
Don't you know what they can get gasoline for? You give
maybe
gasoline to
use
put
it
in
to
a vehicle.
burn
No.
houses.
You give gasoline to put in a vehicle to move. Meaning we'll have enough gasoline to put in our vehicle to mobilize. We'll have enough resources to buy more berets. We'll have enough resources to print more t-shirts because the people will be angry. The people, the ordinary people who voted him, will be angry and they will join us in printing their own t-shirts, and June 7 will be massive.
Okay, before we step into June 7, I still really want to figure something out from you about the Weah's presidency. You were once a supporter of President Weah. You campaign.
Why
No, I'm coming.
To bring the interview to something that happened.
I'm coming, Chief.
No,
life is about history. You cannot go in life without history. You build your foundation or foundations on history. So I'm taking you back to a place you were. You went out. You told people that that place was the right place. That place was the best place for the Liberian people. And now we have them and you are no longer with them. But there's this integrity issue when it comes to corruption and other things. You keep talking about this. Since this government came to power back in 2017, she won the election, and we take it from 2018 to today. What is it that you really expected from this government when it comes to transformation that you once asked for that this government is not really doing?
In the first place, I said to you, after critically looking at the CDC, leading to my departure, I was then convinced that the CDC could not have provided leadership for the country.
Before you go further, when you left the CDC?
I left 2016. Okay. I mean 2015. So it tells you that I already knew that they were not capacitated to provide leadership. So I left. But more besides that, have you not seen people going to church for counseling? Men and women to get married, at the end of the day, they divorce. Have you not seen that? People go to church and they are counseled and they get married. And at the end of the day, they divorce. So what is big about me departing for?
So I'm asking what you expected this government to do.
I expected nothing from them, because 2016, before I left, 2015, before I left, I realized that they were not prepared to govern the country. So I expected nothing in return. I expected hardship. I expected corruption. I expect leadership deficit, and that's what we are experiencing. So I'm only urging George Weah to act as a leader by getting that country out of our central bank and taking bold leadership steps to govern our country. Until then, I maintain that there is a complete leadership vacuum in our country, and that vacuum is what we need to address, and he must address that.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Now we know when you left and why you left, and you left with no expectation.
I hope you will not ask me about CIC.
No, as long as we continue talking, they will come. Let us now go to your plan. You know, before I take you to that, there's this issue. Every time one of us, we keep talking about, integrity. We keep talking about integrity, that we want change. Even the current government talk about change. You're talking about change. I'm talking about change. There's this allegation about you. There's this allegation about you being authoritative and somebody who is corrupt. Recently, we saw one of your founding members. I'm told one of your founding members resigning on grounds that you are corrupt. You open a bank account. You open a bank account from what the order says, and you just did it without the consent of the rest of the folks, and you love to make decisions just single-handedly.
Well,
So
you see,
I want to bring this about integrity. You keep talking about integrity.
okay, let me say this to you. I will not respond to deviant of the revolutions. People who don't understand the fundamental reason why they joined a particular revolution, I can respond to them. We have the Deputy Secretary here for Press, who just returned from Senegal. At the appropriate time, she will respond. We have a spokesperson of a youth command. I can march him to them, and they will respond. I'm not going to waste. Look, I have serious national issues to focus on. I have June 7. I can't be wasting my time talking to people who don't understand what they want in life. No, I can't waste my time talking to them. I can't waste my time responding to them. So, people want to accuse me of, wrongdoing, financial wrongdoing. My history speaks better for me. So I'm not going to waste my time. If the interview is enough, if you have no more issues,
I'm coming, Chief.
Then I think we can call it.
No, I'm not saying we should.
Oh, okay. Then don't
Where do you stand in terms of corruption as a leader? No, I'm not talking about your economic freedom fighter again. I'm asking you, where do you stand as a leader of an institution in terms of corruption? What is your stand on corruption?
I can never marry corruption. I can never marry corruption. So I can have conversation with corruption. So people who want to accuse me, ask them to give you facts. You see, it's one thing to make speculations or to take speculation. A few days ago, somebody who perhaps suffered from some psychological problem posted on Facebook that I took $8,000 from Lehman Bowie. A few days later on, it's just a rumor, it's lie. I can't keep wasting my time responding to people who don't understand what we really need to do in the country. I can't keep wasting my time. Those who are accusing me, ask them. You see, you're a journalist. Sometimes you need to go beyond the bounds. Ask people who are making reckless statements to provide you proof. He needs to come. People need to give you proof. Let's say I'm corrupt. Let me show you.
My question is your stand on corruption.
I just told you there is no way. You can ask Councillor Francis Johnson Morris when she was at GAC. I mean, not GAC, but the LCC. I took upon my time 2 good years pro bono service for the Anti-Corruption Commission, educating people to fight corruption. I was doing that religiously without asking for pay. You can go to the LCC right now and ask. My record is there. I am a fearless fighter against corruption. I would never and ever, in the sojourn of my political life, associate with corruption. I will remain one of the cleanest person in politics. You can rest assured.
Are you telling us here that corruption in Liberia, that if you were given that time, to be the president of Liberia, what would be your first priority when it comes to corruption?
By the time you announce me as president of the country, corruption will vanish. Period. That's what I can say to you. Corruption will vanish in our society because I'm going to deal with corruption. The EFF in our DNA, we are taught to fight corruption. We will deal with corruption. I don't deal with people on the basis of friendship. I'm not going to deal with government officials on the basis of friendship. We are going to inspire confidence immediately in the minds of the people. Liberians will celebrate in their bed, in their bathroom, because they will now see a new beginning for our country. So nobody bring the issue of corruption around me. We are going to deal with corruption as we can do.
Okay, straight to June 7.
Good.
Recently, we had a conversation here, and there were so many things that you came up with regarding consultation. You not really being involved into the process. So, how far are we now?
I said to you at the end of my conversation that we are not going to be carried away by people who are there. We are going to do it because the Liberian people are demanding that we play the leadership role. So we maintain our ground that June 7 will be massive. We have had several meetings since your departure. We have several meetings. We are talking to religious leaders. We are talking to student leaders. We are talking to market women. We are talking to the Shushan boys. We are enforcing mobilization through our county and district structure. So you can only be assured that June 7 will be good. Yesterday evening, we concluded meeting with our Army Chief of Staff. We are enforcing the security in the EFF. We want to make sure on that day, beginning Monday, hopefully we're going to print new t-shirts for the security. We want to make sure that the security is massive as well. We want to make sure that the security coordinates with the national security so that whatever that will happen on that day can remain peaceful as far as we are concerned, because the EFF do not believe in violence.
Why you want to come up with your own security when we have the state security?
We do not trust them. They are associates of the quote-unquote criminals in our society, so we don't trust them. We can only collaborate with them to provide security for our protesters. That we have done continuously. During the Bring Back Our Money campaign, our security were present. During the March for Justice, our security were present. During the Cabinet General protest, our security were present. And the police director can vouch for us that our security are well trained, perhaps more than the national security.
Do you have documentation that you should have your own security?
The people provide security for themselves when they do not have confidence in the national security. So we are providing security for ourselves.
What is the rationale?
The rationale is we want safety.
You want safety. Okay, let's talk about this. Recently, you talk about your involvement into June 7. That there are people who are not really free to work with them, and you were not involved, or you are not involved into the planning or the discussions. So I'm asking you again, how far are we? How far are we now? I'm coming. Not
But how many times do you want me to
not
answer the
specifically
question?
about that. You talk about people being involved into corruption, people who are murderers and they are part of it, and you cannot work with them. And today I listen to you again telling us that you guys are ready to come up with your security, doing everything. How quick?
I'm saying to
how
you,
far? Why you change
we
very
remain
quick?
unapologetic for something we said a few weeks ago. We remain unapologetic. But I'm saying to you, the Liberian people are in tears. They are crying. The hardship in the country is everywhere. People cannot afford to send their kids to school. People cannot. Somebody just died, last night, right to JFK, simply because the guy could not afford to pay the hospital bill. 2,000 Liberty. He could not afford to pay the hospital bill. JFK refused to treat the guy, and he died. And his family will be doing demonstration at JFK compound on tomorrow. So I'm saying to you, there are problems in our country. So we cannot look at those issues in our country and say they are not relevant and we should focus on talking to people without integrity. No, we are more of concerned about what is happening at the national level than few individuals that immediately after June 7, we are going to look at them. They will be the subjects of attack immediately after June 7. We do not want to make the conversation about them. Immediately after June 7, we turn all the arsenal towards them and we will attack them fearlessly.
Why don't you want to dialogue with the president or the government? Do you have an hidden agenda?
You see, when the oppressor fails to listen, you don't dialogue with the oppressor. The government has refused to listen to the cry of the people. The government.
Every time the president calls you for meeting.
No. We are not. The EFF is not interested in a dialogue. We have said that to the Council of Churches. We have said that to the Muslim community. We have said that to government ministers. We are not interested in any
Seems to
dialogue.
be like you want to instigate chaos.
How do we talk about instigating chaos when we are talking about deploying security? When we are talking about putting out a drone, we are talking about putting up a drone. We are going to put out a drone to monitor what happens on the ground so that those who want to create chaos can be arrested, apprehended, and turned over to national security, even though we don't trust them. But we'll still work with them.
Okay, can you now tell us, because yesterday you said you never had the agenda why the guys are protesting. Can you tell us why you are now
I think
protesting?
the agendas are quite known. We only wanted documents from the Council of Patriots, but the agendas are quite known.
What are the agendas?
The agenda, you want to know the agenda? We need to have NAPTRA out of the central bank, that one. We need to have the World and Economic Crime Code established in Liberia so that we handle the issue of impunity. And those war laws are threatening our peace. Those who gave guns to our young people, for which today some of them are not college graduates. They are all in the ghettos and taking in drugs. We need to have them persecuted. That's two. We need to make sure that the $16 billion is properly accounted for. Three. So there are many issues. The government cannot even afford to pay civil servants properly. There's so many issues in the country.
With all of these things, yesterday you came out, you told us you never had it. Tell us, just like a passerby. I'm coming.
The issues are known.
Chief, you got to give me the chance.
The issues are known, but we just want a document.
You did not tell us yesterday that the issues were known. You said you were not involved. You were not involved into it. You said you were not called.
No, have we not been speaking of issues?
But you declare your support for. I'm coming, Chief. You declare your support for a protest. You declare your support for a protest that you never had any agenda of.
No, I will not answer your question.
No, I'm coming.
I will not answer.
Can you agree with me that you said on this very platform that you never had ideas
we need to have
towards?
A civil interview.
But we are.
No, we need to have a civil interview.
Why are you accusing me of not being civil?
No, I will not answer your question.
No, you want. No, Chief. You want to be on civil.
I ask you a question.
I am.
Ask you a question.
I'm asking you.
Are we not speaking of issues?
I'm asking you. The question is why you have to come out recently that you were not that you were part of a protest and you never had any agenda.
No,
how did you get the agenda now?
We are one of the vocus institutions in the country, if not the best. I'm saying to you, we only need a document, but the issues confronting the people are known. Are you not aware of the suffering in the country as a journalist?
Were you not aware? Were you not aware? Were you not aware?
I'm coming.
Chief, were you not aware when you made a statement that you never had the agendas?
I will not answer your question. You have to answer.
No, I'm asking you, Chief. I was not the one who made it.
I said to you, we just needed documents, but the issues are known.
No, Chief. We have to be in line. Recently, you said you never knew why the folks were protesting.
And I remain unapologetic for that.
And then why are you telling me that I should be aware?
We knew the issues. We knew the issue, but we wanted that.
Then why you are not stable? If you knew the issues, why you could not come out? Why you are not stable?
I know the issues, or we know the issues. But I'm saying to you, we are not the one that organized the protest. There's a group that called itself Council of Patriots that organized the protest. I'm saying to you, we needed to have synchronized our messaging so that we have single message that we can present to the Liberian people. Therefore, we needed a message on the letterhead of the Council of Patriots. But don't you think we from the EFF, we have the technical skills to provide 200 to 300 reasons why we should have a national protest? We do.
Okay, I'm coming. An institution that has all of the best brains in town. I know you have.
We do have.
I'm coming. Why you went to your consultation? I know before you come up with a decision, you have to meet a central committee or however you call it. Why when you went there at that time, you did not finalize all of these things and you bluntly came out to endorse the protest without getting the agenda?
I don't know. I think I need to speak easy.
If possible.
Yeah, I need to speak easy so that
if possible.
Because I said to you, we wanted documents on the letterhead of the Council of
Patriots. Why you did not call for the document before endorsing the protest?
But it does not in any way suggest that we don't know the issues that are bad. We know the issues that are available. But I'm saying to you, We need a document on the letterhead of the Council of Patriots.
No,
so
my point is, you know, institutions.
So we do not listen.
Institutions like you should do all of the groundworks. No. We are talking right here now, and we haven't.
You want to hold me down?
No, I'm not holding you down,
now
Chief.
You're holding me down.
If you want to walk away, you can walk.
Are you holding me
no,
down?
Chief, if you want to walk away, you can walk. No, if you want to walk away, Chief, you can walk away. But I'm still with you. If you want to walk away, you are welcome. My point is, why will the EFF, a reputable institution, an institution that is being, you know, respected in our republic, go to a meeting and come out to endorse a protest when she thought yesterday that before she joined this protest, she must have all of the documentation.
Simple.
I'm coming, Chief. She should have all of the documentations leading to this, you know, protest. And she did not really say, okay, let me get it. After going to it, at the end of the day, she come out to say, I endorse the protest. I never had something. Simple and reason. Today we back. She telling us the reason why I did it, that.
Full blast to go. I'm saying to you, simple reason.
What is the simple reason?
Just elementary. The reason is elementary, the intellectualism and in advocacy. I'm saying to you, the people interest is at stake. We cannot compromise the people interest because of few group of people or because of few concern. If the Council of Patriots do not write a comprehensive petition that we can give to the government, I can say to you, look at our manifesto. Our manifesto is about 300-page document. We have the sophistication to write a petition that we can present even to the world. So if the Council of Patriots don't write a petition, we will do, because we have a sophistication, period. But the people interest is at stake. So we act because of the people interest and the people concerned. What more do I say to you as a journalist? Do you want me to kill the people interest because of few group of people?
Mr. Gonkwe, are you really getting my point?
I'm getting your point. I responded to your question.
No, you did not.
No,
you did not. And I will keep talking to you until you can respond.
And I will not speak Pella to you.
If possible, you can speak you.
I will not speak Pella.
If possible, you can speak you.
Yeah,
we will listen to you. Mr. Gonkwe,
so I responded to your question.
My problem is you endorse you without getting any documentation.
Because the people interest is at stake.
Then why you came out publicly to tell? I'm coming, Chief. I'm coming, Chief. Chief, I'm coming. No. You gotta listen to me before you educate me. You gotta listen to me. Why? If you knew the people interest is first, why you came out on public media to say that the folks who organize or who are organizing this pending protest are doing it without consulting you? You don't have anything. Why you have to come out, Chief?
We need a documentation. We need a documentation so that when something go wrong tomorrow, we can reference it and say, this is what the Council of Patriots presented to us, but they are deviating from this. That's what we wanted. But the people interest at stake. So, Chief.
So, Correct, do you have the documentations that you needed yesterday?
We don't have document, but we're doing it because of the people interest.
Because of the people.
Because of the people.
So it means you are going into a protest where you are not informed of. Your information is now a general information. This is a general information that you have.
As a journalist,
it is a general information.
Listen, there's two ways to communicate.
Agree with me that you are going to a protest that you have no information of.
There is two ways to communicate, or three ways at most to communicate. The Council of Patriots organized a press conference. They have spoken to the press. We witnessed the interview. We listened to the radio conversation. They have appeared on countless media institutions. We have followed the interview so we can hold them accountable by what they just said on the radio. The interview are many that we can point to say this is the official position statement of the Council of Patriots. What more can I say to you?
No,
They've been having press conferences.
Chief.
They have appeared on many radio stations.
This is not your first time. This is not your first time organizing protests in Liberia.
So
the most recent one.
Our protest organization will be different from the other groups.
Okay.
You don't expect each and every group to organize protest the way EFF would do.
The most recent one.
will organize a protest, will lead 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, 1 month ahead, issue a statement with our accounts, our concern. We will print flyers and list our concern. EFL will do that. Don't expect Patel to do that.
Why were you joining a protest just on? Why are you joining a protest based on public outcry?
The people interest is at stake. So you journalists don't care about the people.
The issue is you are one of the major players, because today the president even talk about the EFF. Everybody talk about the EFF being a part of it.
I mean,
then my problem is
we talk about the EFF because we are well structured and well organized.
Well structured, but you have no knowledge on what you're going to protest for. But you have the public knowledge.
We are well structured and well organized. Everybody will talk about us. Globally, people will talk about us because we are well structured, we have a skill, we have a competence, and we can transform the country.
But you are into this without.
I said to you,
I'm coming. Not the people's interest.
The people's interest.
We are looking at the people's interest. It is a general statement. It is a general statement. These are rumors we get it.
No.
I'm coming. If you go to this protest, the Council of Patriots present their petition to the government of Liberia, and some of what you're saying, they are not there. Well, then what's going to be your reaction to that?
The Council of Patriots said on numerous occasions that the protest is not about Joshua coming down. The protest is about putting the people interest first. And what the EFF would do continuously is to put the interest of the people first. That's what we're doing. Anything on the contrary, you can expect a strong statement from the EFF. But as it stands, the Council of Patriots message is the same message as the EFF. We are ensuring that June 7 become very massive, that the people turn out in millions to petition the government about happiness in our country. That is our focus.
If it is the same, why you have to come out to say you are not?
I think I'm not speaking Kisi, so because of that,
Chief,
I'm not responding.
I'm asking you because I want this to be clear.
I'm not speaking
I'm
Kisi.
asking you because...
I'm not speaking Kisi, so I'll not
Chief,
respond.
I can speak Kisi. If you speak Kisi, I will speak.
You are unknowingly wasting our time, allowing me to go out of an international interview that I should be doing. I'm trying to rally almost 10,000 T-shirts for the protest on June, and the people waiting for me online to do the interview, and you are here wasting my time.
The same people who are waiting for you.
When I walk out of your interview, the next thing you say the CIC of the EFF walk out of the interview is arrogant. So you're looking for a point to put out that I'm arrogant, and you know that I'm not arrogant.
Okay, Chief. No, I know you want. I know you want to walk away, but you have your right to walk away.
And I will surely walk away in 2 minutes.
I know you want to walk away. I know you want to walk away.
Yeah.
Let us go to your preparation. Let us go to your preparation. You talk about campaigning across the 15 sub divisions to come up with people that will protest. How far are we?
I mean, every preparation is good as far as my knowledge is concerned. We are in conversation with our leaders. We are in conversation with different groupings. We are doing extremely well. And what I can promise the Liberian people and the government of Liberia is that the June 7 protest will be peaceful, because you will see the EFF security in their uniform and radio. You will see them controlling the drone in the air to make sure that we find people who want to create disturbances on that day. So it's going to be a very colorful day. The EFF security will be at our best on that day, because we believe they are trained. As I speak to you right now, they are training, they're doing well to be able to control the crowd, to protect the leaders of the protest, and they're going to be doing that. They will be in a uniform. 2 days to the protest, we're going to communicate officially the EFF security uniform color to the national security and to the Council of Patriots, so that they know that on the day of June 7, leaders of the revolution on June 7 will be well guarded, they will be well protected, and they should not have any fear that anybody from anywhere will come to harm them. The EFF will take care of security on that day, and it's going to be very colorful. That's all I can say now. Thank you for the interview. Let God bless you.
Chief, you can. Are you cutting the interview?
I said thank you for the interview.
No, but I'm not through.
Well, thank you for the interview. All
right, that is it. We hope to have the CIC back, folks. He just walk away. All right, Chief. Well, many thanks to all of you. Many thanks to all of you for following us. This is it. We just concluded that way. But we are staying here at the home of the CIC. We're going to be talking to some of our colleagues who are here. Though the CIC did not conclude the interview, but we hope we will conclude before the issue, before June 7th. Chief, welcome. Welcome, Chief. You are before everybody here. You just witnessed an interview regarding this issue about June 7th. No, I'm talking to you as an individual. I'm talking to you. So are you walking out with you, Chief?
No, I can't walk.
I'm here to talk to you. I'm not talking to you regarding the CIC. I'm not talking to you as a CIC. So you were not talking.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
No. But you know what I'm going to talk to you on, Chief? You don't know what I'm going to talk to you on.
But it's already on the scene live.
No. You got to listen to me. You have to let me learn. Allow me to talk to you.
I beg you.
Not reserving comment, Chief. All right, folks. Better thanks to all of you for joining us. Okay, my name is James Aflomo. I've been here with my friends, Chukom and Alfred. Together, we were here to bring you everything, and very soon we're going to be also in conversation with another person. You listen to the CIC. They're speaking on national issues. Here is the home of the economic freedom fighters. That is the home of the leader, Emmanuel Gonkwai. There we are. There we are currently. Many thanks to all of you for sharing, for your comment. Many thanks to you. And we will keep doing these things. We will keep going to leaders, and we will ask them. We will ask them those questions that we want to ask, that will bring answers, and we will keep having discussions. But until then, I love all of you. Again, I want to say thank you very much for joining us, and the next time you see us coming, it's going to be another interview that will bring some answers. Thank you very much.